What is up, Can-Am Nation? Today I've got one of the latest iterations of Penn. Today we are reviewing the Penn Spinfisher 6. Stick in, stay tuned. Now, jumping straight into this box, you are met with the typical all black glossy style that Penn has, and of course, I've actually been in this box already. I've had this reel for some time. I've been using it day in, day out, like on fishing trips. So I'm not giving you this review with a product I've never used before. I'm giving my full opinion on it. But immediately looking at the box, you're met with this this Penn style that's all black and glossy, and right here, of course, Penn Spinfisher 6. I have the 5500 size. I originally got this for snook fishing off of beaches for throwing big old lures, and yeah, that's my whole reasoning for this reel. But right here, you met with the info by American Standard. For mono, you get 10. For 10 pound, you get 430 yards, all the way to 15 pound with 230 yards. Braid, on the lower end, you have 20 pound at 500 yards, and an upper end 40 pound with 335 yards. As of right now, I'm dead in the center with 380 yards of 30 pound, because I won't really be needing more than that when it comes to, say, pulling snook out of a bridge. But going on from then, yep, you just met with a standard Penn box. But let's get into it. First off, they start talking about the CNC gearing and how it's so revolutionary and all that stuff. Yep, you already know. The HT100 drag, that legendary HT100 carbon fiber drag, that stuff is good. I've had battles that have lasted a very long time going against fish much greater, or way on the outside of their weight class. And with that HT100 drag, that is definitely held up. And that IPX5 sealing, if you don't know, these Spinfishers are considered to be fully sealed, or just about fully sealed. The reason I'm saying just about fully sealed is because this is not the type of reel that you will necessarily say, sorry, let me get this box out of the way real quick, we don't need that anymore. The reason I'm saying just about fully sealed is because this is not the type of reel that you want to, say, put underwater and reel underwater. That's not what this reel is for. In fact, the only Penn reels that you'll ever be trying to do that with is if you're bold enough, the slammer and something like the top of the line reel, the torque, you know. But right out of the box, the day I got this reel, it has just been smooth, but I will say smooth by Penn standard. I'll say smooth by Penn standard. This thing is not Daiwa Saltise smooth. It's not Shimano Stratic smooth. Is it smooth? Yes. Is it still a Penn? Yes. That's kind of the point I'm making with this. Now, again, I have my 30 pound Power Pro braid on here, meant to throw for big old snook under like bridges, stuff like that. Sorry, not the burp. And yeah, so far I've got a Goliath grouper, some tarpon, stuff like that on this reel, and it is holding up. It is holding up very well. This 5,500 size, I'm pretty sure this is the first size that you get, where they start shipping it with these this football handle, basically. That's the first size we're going to be getting this. And speaking of sizes, these reels start at 2,500 all the way up to a 10,500. The 2,500 size is going to be for your speckled trout, your mangrove snappers, stuff like that. That 10,500 size, that's going to be for shark fishing, tuna fishing. Think of the biggest saltwater fish possible that you will be going for with a spinning rod. this is the spinning reel you would have next to that, the 10,500. That's one of those like ridiculously heavy built up sizes, but there's a reason for that. This reel is famous. The Penn Spinfisher is a very famous reel, to say the least. That's justified in saying that because, one, on their website, they offer this reel, I think 3 or 4 different versions. I'm pretty sure it's 4 different versions. Now, the 4 different versions offered for this one reel is going to be in a live liner size, a live liner style, sorry. This right here is just a standard style where if there isn't any extra attachments, just your handle that can be switched over to the other side, and there's going to be seals in here, seals on the top here, seals on the inside of the bearing, like right on the inside there. There's going to be a live liner version that I'm pretty sure is offered in about 4 different sizes. There's going to be a bailless version. That bailless version is going to be for the beach fishermen, the beach fishermen who are used to like their older van stalls. Van stalls being famous because you can pretty much reel them underwater. They're like bulletproof. They tried to do like a Spinfisher version of that, where they just pretty much take off this bail and it's one less piece for, say, sand at the beach to get into. And of course this whole bail would just be gone, and you would just have this arm right here. So you grab your line, put it under, start reeling, and it's as if you had the whole bail that would pretty much bring the line to it. But no, you're just going to be using your finger. The other version offered for this reel is going to be a long casting version. That long casting version is pretty much just as it sounds. It's another version offered for those surf fishermen, the surf fishermen who have 9 foot, 10 foot, all the way to 13 foot spinning rods that they just have to chuck a bait as far as possible off of the beach with. That's what the long casting size was for. But in any situation, if a company is willing to make 4 different versions of a reel to put on the market, 4 different iterations of that same reel to just make all the customers happy, you have a pretty successful product. Now, a fun fact. Now, of course, this is all on all metal body, but a fun fact with the sealing. What Penn did is they said all of these reels were all of the Spinfisher 5 reels, Spinfisher 6, sorry, reels, or this IPX5 seals, but that's actually not the truth. All of the other Spinfisher iterations, the live liner, the bailless, the long cast, those are IPX5 rated. The standard Spinfisher 6 is actually IPX6 rated. You know what else is IPX6 rated? The Penn Slammer, the upgrade from the Spinfisher, which then goes to the Torque. So, my main point being, just for simplicity reasons in marketing or advertising, they pretty much made the whole line rated for IPX5 rating, because you don't want to put out a brand new spinning reel and have the standard version of it having basically like an upgraded ceiling, or saying it has an upgraded ceiling, whilst the other ones have a downgraded. So the other ones would be IPX5 and they would be saying this one's IPX6. No, they didn't want to do that. So they said, no, forget it. We'll just say that this one is IPX5 too, just like all the others, so we can have an more even sale ratio. I guess that's what Penn's idea of it was. But looking at the top, you can see that's how that drag sounds, and you will crank that all the way down. That is more than easy enough to grab. I have pretty large hands in comparison to this table. I have pretty large hands, but this drag is pretty easy to get the back of my finger on and crank down if I need to say like a snook was running under the bridge, or a tarpon was just getting a bit too far or something like that. But other than that, this reel is solid. It's a win. This thing, again, another product that just happens to get the Can-Am thumbs up, you know? Gotta love that football handle. That's been there for a while. That's been offered for a while now on certain Penn reels, all the way back to the battles and all that stuff. But no, this Penn Spinfisher 6, as far as I can see, say I'm looking at reviews from guides all over the Florida Keys. They're loving these. I actually just bought a saltise from a guide who says, yeah, the saltise are nice. They're talking about the black and blue saltise. But he says the pieces for the diver for him to get on his boat, they're pretty hard to get. So now he's going to be switching to pens. I asked him which pens, which pen reels specifically. He says he's going to be switching to all Spinfisher 6s. And he's going to be upgrading now from a bunch of Penn Battle 3s. And by the experience I'm having with this reel, or have had with this reel, he won't be disappointed. So, I want to thank you guys for coming in to check out this review. I really appreciate it. Let me know, drop it down in the comments what you want to see next. What you want to... What all products are you guys want to see next? I know you guys are... You can't wait for the catch and cooks. I definitely have catch and cooks coming up. Say whether that's mangrove snappers, barracuda. I'll have a tutorial on how to catch giant barracuda, all that stuff. And I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for just watching this video and just giving me the chance to provide content for you all. And today, just giving me the chance to speak about this wonderful reel that it will definitely be in my arsenal for some time. I just want to thank you guys so much. Don't forget, guys, fish, love, live. I want you all to subscribe, like, hit that bell notification, because how the YouTube algorithm works, as soon as I hit 35 videos, and I'm gonna be posting consistently, as soon as I hit 35 videos, the YouTube algorithm will start recommending my videos more and more and more to, say, like, the fishing community. So at that point, I want you guys to, you know, like, stay engaged. Day one, let's keep going. Road to 1 million. Road to 1 million, alright? Alright, guys, this is me, Ken M Fishing. Catch you guys later. Peace.